Hello everybody, and we're about to continue our Let's Play series of Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin. In our last episode, we just reached Majula, and now we're going to be exploring and kind of starting out our adventure. So what we're going to want to do first is just see what's all in Majula. We got some life gems and soul. And life gems are kind of like healing items. So let's see if there's any unique description. Small stone made up of crystallized souls. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Souls are just from nameless undead soldiers. And then the gold pine rhythm is going to inflict lightning damage.
Who are you? Oh, it doesn't matter. Just help me open this door. I packed my tools in here, seeing it was vacant. But now somebody's gone and locked the door.
Okay, we'll be helping out the blacksmith in a bit.
Exactly.
I'm talking to the cat outside the house.
Suit yourself. Oh yes. So,
You're gonna want to actually.
nothing suited you, I presume. Well,
That's kind of funny. Usually you have to be inside the building for that dialogue. We'll talk to the cat now.
Oh, who are you again? No, I'm not serious. You do have a rather pleasant scent. The type I'm quite fond of. Nothing suited you, I presume.
Okay, we won't spend too much time with, I think Charloquin is her name. There's just a couple items in the game that we'll be picking up from her. And she can allow you to abandon a covenant if you're in one. Okay, Estus Flash Shard. Every time. Gotta get used to the new buttons. The shard of an Estus flask. Deeply soaked in Estus, graft the shard to an Estus flask to increase use. Over the ages, countless souls rested their bones as they drank from the original flask, and now this shard remains, serving as a vestige of their hopes and dreams. So that will give us more Estus charges. Get an item up here. Titanite shard for upgrading.
Hello there. Welcome to my shop. I'm Morling, and I sell armor. Oh, sorry, Please do have a look at my wares. I could really use the business. If you'd be so kind.
Okay, you can buy armor sets. And throughout the game, more armor sets will show up.
Well, I do hope I see you again.
Quick run over here. Okay, some homeward bones. And you can join, I think, the Champions Covenant right here. And this will make the game a little bit harder. But it also, so in this game, enemies will like despawn after about 15 times. So if you kill an enemy 15 times, it just disappears, typically. So if you use this, you can actually farm certain items because they won't disappear. Just gotta do one quick little run over here. Kind of set this side quest up in motion. Life gem, homeward bones. As you can see, you cannot progress because she's like petrified. Hit examine. Statue blocks the way. So in this game there are petrified characters that to get paths unlocked and doors opened, you have to use a fragrant branch of yore, which is a special kind of item. Just for fun, we got a new enemy right here. Okay, Lloyd's Talisman. But we won't be able to do much else.
Business with me. The way under's all blocked up, you see, by this god-awful statue. Heavens above. Who thought it a good idea to put it there? Oof, I'm in quite the pickle now. See that statue? Gives me the willies. You stare at it for long enough, it starts to look alive. It just doesn't seem quite right. There are no craftsmen round these parts. Hey, you don't think a real-life person was turned to stone, do you?
I do.
See that statue?
Okay. So we'll be going on some quest stuff with that character throughout the game. I think we missed our little drop-off point. It's right over here. A couple items that we want to pick up. Taking some of the sights. I was like looking at the water. Ooh, almost walked right off the edge. There we go. Okay, we got the Morning Star and the Sacred. We're probably not using the Morning Star much, but we will be using the Cleric's Sacred Chime during the early portion of the game, once we get our faith levels up. Most clerics receive this as their first Sacred Chime, a catalyst for miracles and hexes. To use miracles, equip the Sacred Chime and attune a miracle at bonfire. Okay, and then as you upgrade your faith, the miracles grow stronger. And then of course binoculars, if you are a magic user, primarily. Come in handy for that. Okay, and then of course, you can see some areas that we will be visiting throughout the game. Like, I'd like to say way over there is the area right after Forest of the Fallen Giants, potentially. Then you have, of course, Drangleic Castle, way in the distance. And this area might even be similar to the Lost Bastille, potentially. So it's just kind of fun to look at some areas we might be visiting.
You're undead, aren't you? You have that distinct scent, the smell of irreversible fate. This is Majula. It is a kind of settlement. A place where life is almost normal. And in Drangleic these days, there are very few places like that. I am Solden. And like you, I lost everything. And now I'm here. You probably heard that it was possible to break the curse here. Well, that's not true at all. There's nothing here for you, me, or anybody. Do you know much about souls? Even I'm not certain, but I'm told that the soul is the essence of life itself. Anything living, sentient or no, supposedly has one. What we call the curse is traceable to the soul. Do you see what that means? To be alive, to walk this earth. That's the real curse, right there. We undead will never die. And that's quite a predicament, really. There are 4 beings in this land with giant souls. And wherever you go from here, you'll sooner or later come up against them. Each has a powerful soul and a terrible curse. If that frightens you, then you ought to just give up right now. Like I have. Do you ever cry out for help? The journey of an undead is long and treacherous. You'll face invaders from other worlds at every turn. If you need help, why not proclaim faith in the Blue Sentinels? When you face danger, the Blue Sentinels will come to your aid. Protection is yours, if you wish.
Okay, we might as well join for now. We'll get a ring. Yep, the blue seal.
That is a wise decision. People are weak, but the Blue Sentinels watch over us in their benevolence. Let the Sentinels cradle you in their embrace.
Okay, so every time, if we pop on our ring, blue seal. Ring of the Way of the Blue Covenant increases HP just slightly. The Way of the Blue is not a developed religion, it is a humble prayer that's spread naturally amongst those seeking help. Okay, so if we put that on, let's see, our health is, I think 742, it goes to 764. So just a little boost. Might as well, since we don't have any other rings to use. Okay, if you're online, I believe you can see how many deaths. We are almost set to talk to the Emerald Herald down here.
Bearer of the curse, I will remain by your side till this frail hope shatters. Take this with you. May it ease your journey. Go on and see the king. He who made Drangleic what it once was. He who peered at the essence of the soul. King Vendrin.
May level up by the power of the Emerald Herald. Which can kind of be like your Firekeeper of sorts.
Bearer of the curse, seek misery. For misery will lead you to greater, stronger souls. You will never meet the king with a soul so frail and pallid. Seek those whose names are unutterable. The four endowed with immense souls. Their souls will serve as beacons. Once you have found them, return here to me, so that hope will not fade away. Is that a shard you found? Here, let me see it, so that I may help you to see light, to see hope, however faint it might be. Over the hill and past the forest is the king's castle, where a man peered straight into the essence of the soul. But whatever came of it, those who come to Drangleic seeking salvation soon lose hope and turn hollow. It happens to them all, sooner or later. That blue knight at the base of the tower, his spirit is already broken. Although he does offer sound advice. Perhaps he is a foreshadowing of your own future. That tiny thing inside the ruins. An ancient being that will mock your very existence. She imparts sound wisdom, provided you find her on a good day. The sign you bear will drain your very souls. And without souls, you will turn hollow. Stay strong. Do not lose hope. Even when you have precious little time. For when the undead dies, it is never truly dead, but only one step closer to hollowing. Not all undead are hollows. But all hollows were once undead. If you find an Estus shard, bring it to me, so that I may ease your burden. Over the hill and path where, but whatever came of it.
I think we got our dialogue there. So next, let's just reset the area. Okay. And inventory. Let's use up some of our souls to level up a little bit. Okay, we might get 1 or 2 levels now.
Bearer of the seek souls, larger, more powerful souls. Seek the king. That is the only way. Lest this land swallow you whole, as it has so many others.
Okay, looks like we can get 2. We're going to want some more vigor for sure. So primarily in our build, we're going to be doing vigor, endurance, low attunement, a very small amount of strength, a little bit of dex. Gotta get adaptability up, and also a whole bunch of faith. So we gotta get that to around 50 to use the Dragon Chime. So it's gonna be quite a while. But we'll start with getting our health up to 10. And we're right around 20 minutes, so I think this is a good stopping point for this episode. Just kind of got a tour of Majula here. In our next episode, we will start heading toward the Forest of the Fallen Giants. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, and we'll be talking again real soon.